everyone, it's Siobhan here. My hair idea today was inspired by the character of Daenerys Targaryen from Game of Thrones, and in particular a hairstyle from the 5th season. I've actually already filmed something very similar-ish to this, which I'll have linked in the underbar below. I used a lot of hair extensions, and I also used a hair foundation to create it. If you don't have anything like that, you might prefer this look because I'm going to try and use only my own hair. But you can also check out my girlfriend Shannon. Her channel is amazing and she did a video on both the look that I filmed and the one that I'm doing today. And she only used her own hair, so if you'd rather just use your own hair, or you don't have extensions, or you don't have like the skill level to put extensions into your hair, then that's a great video for you to check out. Also going to need to know how to do a Dutch braid and a laced Dutch braid. So if you don't know how to do those, I'll have my Braidtionary video linked in the underbar below so you can check that out. So I'm starting with a center part. If you look closely at the wig, it's always sort of a little bit off-centered, but because I'm using my own hair and I don't have any fill-ins or clip-ins, I wanted to have an even amount of hair on both sides of my head to work with, so I'm changing this small detail. So the next thing I'm going to do is create a headband parting, and I am going past my ear. So I'm extending it sort of to my neck. And I'm going to clip the back out of the way. See that it kind of extends a little past my ear, and I've clipped this side out of the way. Of course I'm going to make a matching section on this side, but for now I'm just keeping it out of my way so I can work on this braid. And basically all I'm going to be doing is creating a Dutch braid and adding hair into both sides of the braid. About here, you'll probably run out of hair to add into both sides of the braid. So with this side, I'm just going to add to this strand. So I'm kind of switching from a Dutch braid and going into a lace braid. You basically just want all of the hair to be added in as evenly as you can make it look. And you want it to sort of veer over your ear. I'm just going to make another small parting, kind of like right here at the crown in between the two Dutch braids. With this section of hair, I'm just going to smooth it out and then divide it down the middle. And I'm going to be creating two sort of Dutch lace braids with this. So on my right side, I'm going to start here on the right and bring the braid over to the left. And on the left, I'm going to start on the left and bring the braid over to the right. If this is a little too complicated, you can always stick to just a normal 3-strand braid. I find though that the Dutch lace braid preserves my length a little bit because it kind of carries the braid across the strand for me, but whatever works for you, works. Point that you could curl the rest of your loose hair. I'm actually not going to do that today because I'm running a little low on time, and I'm also going to class later, so I don't really care that it's straight, but try to imagine it with some waves in it. And you can see in the back that my two lace braids kind of naturally crisscross over each other, and you kind of just want to follow that pattern. So I'm going to bring this one over onto this side and use a little pin, and then bring the other one sort of over here and pin. So we're going to try and hide these partings here with the braids. With the ends of these two little braids, I'm going to bring them sort of around to meet in the center of my head, and I'm going to tie them together. And just if you need a reference point, this is the nape of my neck. So the first ones are getting sort of tied at the nape of my neck. I'm really sort of gonna just do the same thing with these, and they're gonna tie together even lower. I can't really reach my hands back there, so what I'm going to do is just lift these guys up and tie them together here and then just let them fall. I was really curious to see what this would look like with an extension, so I recreated the hairstyle that you've just watched, and it's basically the same thing. I have my 2 Dutch lace braids in the back and my 2 Dutch braids here on the sides, and I've connected everything with the elastics in the right places. But I had one long false braid, which I kind of started by resting on top of the Dutch lace braids. I used them kind of as an anchor for the pins. And it definitely filled out the hairstyle. I mean, this isn't even my best extension, but it definitely works. So if you were using this hairstyle for a costume idea, you could see why having a set of extensions or having some false hair to add into your own might be beneficial in making the look a little bit more authentic to the screen or to the actress's look. And this is what it turned out like on me. You can definitely see where my little lace braids are. I left them in because they kind of bumped up the volume in this braid, so they raised the braid up a little bit off my head. And I used it sort of as an anchor to put the pins in. And you can see that just having this one piece can make it look fuller. I actually prefer it this way, I think. Anyway, this is the end of my video. I hope you guys liked it, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye!